G'day. Welcome to another episode of Grays in Australia Diecast Salvage. Today we have a couple of Corgi toys, Vauxhall Velox, or sometimes known as a Vauxhall Cresta. This is my entry into the Diecast and Modelers Community monthly challenge. Or I shouldn't say challenge, it's an event, it's an enjoyable event. And the theme is any Corgi vehicle. So let's see if we can make these a couple of runners again. So if you want to see that, come with me to the workbench and we'll have a closer look at them. So here we are at the workbench. The internet dropped out for our Diecast and Modelers Community Tavern weekly chat, so I'll take advantage and let's have a look at these. Now there's Corgi toys, Vauxhall Velox, down the bottom there, has two posts, one at the front, two at the back, sorry, three posts, two at the back, one at the front. I've taken the liberty of taking the burr tool to take the post off. Now this one has been over painted, paint's coming off again. Glass is in a reasonable condition. Now these have the hubs that have the grooves in them. That's our first one. This wasn't from the same person, but again we have the Corgi toys, over painted. Casting's in reasonable condition. Glass is in a reasonable condition. No interior in these. So, it'll be a very quick disassemble. And like I said, we've already taken the post off. We can lift out. The axle, the front axle will come off separate. The rear axle, on this one we're missing a tyre. So we'll need to make a set of tyres. We may be able to keep that one. There's our casting. By the looks of it, we need to take the post head off. I'll do that off camera. And the same with this one. Just for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get my parts. Oh, can't use that as a parts thing. Look, it's already been used for parts. Here we go. So I'm looking for. Do the same thing with this one. Let's get our there's our axle. Go in there. We have two tyres on the back, but we'll make another set. The rubbers we might be able to keep. And like the other one, we'll take the rivet head out off camera. So we'll go straight to the stripping. So we'll bring out the stripper venue and we'll see you there. All right, moving on, we have the taverners running again. Oopsie daisy. Sorry about that, guys and girls. All right, we're just going to use some disinfectant because I've run out of Dettol to clean up these screens. Now, these screens are slightly different. One is slightly larger than the other. And if you'll notice on this one, it does have a ridge on there, and this one doesn't. So we'll stick them in there, let them cook for a little while, and we'll head on to making something else. Anyway, the guys are chatting away in the tavern, and we'll go on to our stripping. I always put my caustic soda in first, and then we add the water. This way we can mostly control the fizz without too much overspill. So we'll let our strippers do their work, and we'll be back with some naked vehicles. I'll try not to use around too much, but we're going to use our brass bristle brush and our steel scourer to burnish these cars. Only going to do a sample. As you can see, it's starting to go shiny is what we like. And then we'll use our scourer. And as you can see, she's coming up very nice and shiny. It's like the before and after. So I'll continue that off screen. You'll see this back again in primer. Alright, it's time to make some wheels. So we'll just turn the tavern down a little bit. So we're using this stuff from Sigaflex to make our tyres. We'll put the top back on that one, put that where it belongs, and now we'll squeeze our lid on. Just make sure that we're filled. Yes, we are. So that has come through, as you can see down here. So we'll let that set, and we'll carry on with those in the back. So we've cleaned up the base, and I'll put the original set of tyres on one set of tyres I've made new, but as we started making some tyres, we might as well finish them off. So that Sikaflex has dried, and we can now peel it off so that we can now reuse the mould again for some new tyres. So these tyres here are going to be spares, and all I'm going to do now is just using a cocktail stick, and because we don't even really need to use it, but we should be able to pull out the centres. And when I say that we don't really need to use it, if you have a look at my mould, this part here pushes all the way through. So we get a clean centre. So it's just a matter of playing with the nipples. There's a joke in there, Joyce. Tweak the nipples. Everybody likes to tweak the nipple. Joke and Joy. Joyce likes it as well. So we have nice clean centres, and because we gave it a good press, our outsides should just literally, like you're seeing in front of you now, just peel away. And then we can go with our, you could use nail clippers if you like, but I haven't had these things for a while. If I can pull it out, there we go. Let's drop everything. We can use these for something else, so we'll put it into our parts. And if we want to clean up our tyres, is it's still a little bit green. It's just a matter of going around carefully, taking the chunky bits off and leaving the as you can see, we're now fingers are black, so that tells me that we haven't quite cured. So we need to leave it just a little while longer. This is what happens when you're in a bit of a rush. But in any case, just to show you, have I got the right tyres? No, that's the originals. These are the tyres which I made beforehand. And we're just making a spare set, so we have something for the next vehicle. So what we got left besides painting the vehicles, we have our, if I can find my tweezers wherever I've put them, it really doesn't matter, because here are our screens. I'll get it in the hole. Looks like they're not going to get it in the hole, but I found my tweezers. So the The screens are nice and shiny because we put them into the floor polish after we cleaned up the paint residue by putting it, just letting it soak in some disinfectant for a few hours. So our screens are ready to go back into our casting. Our bases are ready to go into the castings. Our tyres are ready. Like I said, these are spares for the next vehicle that's to come along. So we need to do some painting. We'll see you over at the paint section. As you can see, we've taped up the top. We're making this a two-tone vehicle. So the reveal might be interesting for you, but I'm sure you can guess what we're going to do with it. So let's get her going. What I'll do is I'll just change the camera angle for you guys so I don't have my hand in the way. So give me a moment. Hopefully this will be a better angle for you guys. Turn that noise maker off. We'll let that first coat give a flash off, and I shall continue that off camera. So the next time you'll see this vehicle and its partner will be at the reveal. See you then. This is just a reminder as to what I started with. On this DMC, any Corgi vehicle event, which is the Vauxhall Velox or Vauxhall Cresta. And here we are now with the reveal of the Diecast and Modelers Community monthly event of any Corgi vehicles. My choice was the Corgi Vauxhall Velox, sometimes known as a Cresta. The inspiration for the colours on these actually came from the little brothers from the Matchbox range. So we have a little family here. In any case, let's get back into the vehicles, what this event was all about. What did we do? We stripped it of the paintwork from the previous owners. and we've painted them a two-tone red and white. Now, believe it or not, the red on these two vehicles is actually the same paint. The difference being, this had a chrome base coat. This one, that's coming around now, had a white base coat. That is the only difference in the red. We have painted the front and rear bumpers on both. We have painted the grills. We've painted in the headlights. We have chromed in the bonnet mouldings. We have polished up the wheels. And speaking of wheels, we had made a new set of wheels, and they are on this one here. The other thing that we've added is we put a chrome strip on one of the vehicles, which is the one, of course, that's coming around now. There's a photo that should appear on your screen about now. Excuse me, which was the inspiration of putting that chrome strip in. The other thing that we've done with this vehicle is we have cleaned and polished the screens, which had paint on them from their previous owners. So we have now clear screens that we can see all the way through. So we've done a fair bit. Oh, another thing that we've done was we put in the chrome stone guards near the rear wheel arch as well. As Marty from Marty's Matchbox Makeovers would say, I am happy with that. So, and I hope that you're happy as well. Leave a comment down below. I like reading them and I like responding to them. Don't forget to like and share this video. It will help the channel. The more I do with this, the better I improve. And we have something, I hope, coming up, something special in the next couple of weeks, as soon as some equipment arrives. And in any case, hope to see you next time at Grace in Australia Diecast Salvage.